Sera Knutson. I'm the Director of Communications here. Some of you might know that I am from Madagascar, an island located off the coast of Southeast Africa. When I was 2 years old, my parents were called to be missionaries, so my parents, myself and my two sisters, packed up and left our home country of Madagascar. The majority of my childhood was spent growing up in Papua New Guinea, an island just north of Australia. When I was 4 years old, I contracted malaria. I had been taking chloroquine, an anti-malaria drug, weekly, and I slept under a mosquito net each night, but malaria can be a tricky disease. I developed symptoms similar to what you would get if you had the flu. I had a fever, I had shivers, and I went from feeling cold to sweating profusely. Thankfully, my dad, who's a doctor, recognized the symptoms right away and had me tested for malaria. The test was positive, and I was given a different medication and started to feel better within a few days. Fast thinking and training for medical personnel and access to medical care prevented me from becoming one of the 650,000 people whose lives are claimed by malaria yearly. Worldwide, those highly affected by malaria are newborns to 7-year-olds and pregnant women. When I got malaria, I was within that age range. My dad was a missionary doctor with global missions in the ELCA when we lived in Papua New Guinea. Part of his work was providing quick diagnosis blood tests for patients showing symptoms of malaria. The test was reliable and helped them to stop the disease from progressing. Additionally, my dad and his colleagues handed out treated mosquito nets, educated people about what malaria was and how to prevent it by doing things such as draining standing water, and they also ensured that those who were infected by malaria received prompt treatment. They were able to do this type of work because of donations from congregations like Bethel. Malaria is not only treatable, it is also preventable. The sad thing is that it is still claiming 650,000 lives yearly. I ask that you prayerfully consider donating to help stop this disease. Your money will not go to waste. I have seen and experienced it firsthand. Instead, it will help educate health professionals, pastors, and church volunteers so that they in turn can educate those in their communities about malaria. It will help provide insecticide-treated mosquito nets and provide training on how to properly use them, and it will help provide medication for those who have been diagnosed with malaria, medication that they otherwise would not be able to afford. It will do so much more than you can imagine. Remember, if you think you are too small to make a difference, you have not met a mosquito. If you would like to donate, there are envelopes located in the pews. You can donate using cash or check. If you do write a check, please make it to Bethel in the memo line, Write Malaria, or you can donate out in the narthex by the malaria display using a credit card. Thank you for helping us end malaria.